to this session on how to monitor intra-arterial blood pressure. So further, first we need to arrange for equipments. Before arranging for equipment, we have to be sure about the indications for monitoring intra-arterial blood pressure. Whenever the baby is hemodynamically unstable and or extreme preterm babies or baby in shock, then intra-arterial blood pressure monitoring is mandatory. After hand washing, I have worn sterile gloves. Sister, can I have the pressure transducer set? So this is a pressure monitoring set. You have a pressure transducer and you have a cable. This cable gets connected to the multi-parameter monitor, and this is for the infusion. So the entire set will be flushed with this infusion set. And also you have a high pressure monitoring tube. So this tube end connects either to the intra-arterial umbilical intra-arterial line or to the peripheral intra-arterial line. So now we are going to flush. I have connected this to the NS. So this is open, the cable is open. So from the NS, the solution comes through this. It has to traverse through the pressure transducer system to this high pressure tubing. That can happen only if I am stretching this. So this entire line got flushed. So all these things have to be handled sterile. It is also a good idea to connect the three-way. So where we should connect the three-way is in between the high pressure monitoring tube and the pressure gauge. So connect the three-way and make sure that the three-way is also flushed. This three-way is to have the heparinized saline. So the heparinized saline will be connected here, and the infusion will go constantly. Flush the system. The next important process is to do the leveling and zeroing. So I'm taking it to the transducer holder. So this is a transducer holder which is already attached. So I am putting in such a way that the baby, this is a high pressure transducer which goes to the baby, and this is the connector which the cable which goes to the multi-parameter monitor. So I am connecting in such a way that this comes down. I am making sure that I am not touching anything. I am touching only the device. So now the next step is leveling. So we have Mamta to help us in leveling. So we have to level at this pressure transducer should be at the level of heart. So now it is very high. So can you please do the adjustment of the level? Please recheck it whether it is correct level. So now we have done the leveling. So the next thing is to connect to the cable. Please connect to the multi-parameter monitor. So she is connecting it to one of the IBP port and the other end to the cable of the transducer device. Okay. So the next process would be to do the zeroing. So once it is connected, it would have got activated. So now I need to open it to atmosphere. So I make sure that I maintain the sterility. So here it is close to the baby side and open to the atmosphere. So from the pressure transducer, this is open to the atmosphere. Now we have to do the zeroing. So zeroing is done in the multi-parameter. So once you connect, you need to press 0. You have to do the zeroing. Okay, so can you put OK? OK there. Yes. So it will take a while. Now zeroing has happened. That means now we have equilibrated to the atmospheric pressure. So now I am connecting the high pressure tubing to the end of the intra-arterial umbilical venous catheter. So this umbilical venous catheter, it's already connected to a 3-way. So I am connecting this end. Following all aseptic precautions and cleaning it with the alcohol swab. To measure the blood pressure of the baby, so we need to close to the atmosphere and open to the transducer to this high pressure gauge which measures the intra-arterial pressure. So I am turning this here. So now that we have close to the atmospheric pressure, we will be able to see the intra-arterial blood pressure of the baby. So now the intra-arterial blood pressure is displayed as a waveform in the monitor. The corresponding heart rate is shown in the panel as well. So you can see the blood pressure being monitored there. The systolic blood pressure is 51, diastolic is 44 and the mean is 47 and the heart rate is getting displayed above. And that is ranging somewhere between 180 to 200. So this port which we have connected as an extra T-piece over here is to connect the heparin infusion. Generally heparin infusion has 1 unit of heparin in 1 ml and it is connected to this port and run as a continuous infusion. This is the umbilical vein This is the umbilical catheter end. We have a T-piece here. So this port can be used for drawing blood. So we can connect the syringe in this port and use for drawing blood. Make sure that you follow all aseptic precautions on all occasions. Wherever the site is free, we can use a hub with split valve. So the hub with split valve comes either as a standalone like this, or it comes as a part of clave connector. So we can use the end of this to close the port. So we have one more port which has to be closed. So that is the port which is in the pressure transducer set. So here also we can use the hub with split valve. So the advantage being, so this becomes a closed system and we can use the alcohol rub to clean the tip of this hub and then use it. If we have to do a repeat zeroing, because this is not open to the atmosphere for equilibrating with the atmosphere, you can use a syringe with the plunger removed and connect to the hub. So that this is open to the atmosphere and it enables zeroing in equilibrating the atmospheric pressure.